So here we have the meadow after it's been mowed and raked and all ready for spring. Okay, so this is the spring cleanup. Now, all this part in here, by the time the middle of July rolls around, this is all going to be 4 to 12 feet tall. Right now it looks like there's not very much. Here's a good look at the poor tulip tree that got the top lopped off. I put all the rakings and cuttings and so on the path. Because this is all clay out here, and when it gets wet, it just sticks to your boots. Yeah. Here's the compass plant and another compass plant over here. I like to leave the previous year's stalks just because. So hopefully most of these new native plants that I put in here in the fall will grow up. Hopefully. I know some of them didn't survive. The squirrels dig them up and the birds dig them up, and you know. Anyways, there we go. Okay, so we start off as usual, and we'll enter by walking underneath the 35-foot wide wisteria. I'll have to do one of these videos in the spring, early spring sometime, so you can see it in bloom. And we'll enter underneath the high bush cranberry. On this side over here we have some gray dogwoods. This area is getting better. I've eliminated most of the weeds and grasses, and I'll reseed it in the fall. The prairie dock and the 2 compass plants. I'm not growing a stem this year, probably because they're not getting enough sun. Here we have another high bush cranberry, a small red bud over here, and it's springtime, so most of the meadow flowers that are in bloom are white. And we have more dogwoods here. Here we have the nice big red bud. And over here are witch hazels. There goes the rabbit. Just missed him. This corner is what I reseeded and replanted last fall and this spring. More red bud. And once again, here's my poor tulip tree that got the top lopped off of it last year. I'll have to do some more trimming up at the top. I have 3 hop trees on this side. And some more dogwoods. And again, another compass plant here that's not growing a stem, but this one is growing 2 magnificent stems. And here we are in my magic place again, underneath the pin oak tree. In summer, this whole bush and the others around the entrance will have that beautiful pink flowers. And as usual, we'll finish up with a look at my enormous eastern cottonwood. Okay, we enter Mike's Meadow, which is actually a savanna, by passing under the 35-foot wide wisteria. We can enter here, passing underneath the high bush cranberry. Here we have a prairie dock. On both sides of the meadow we have various native bushes, several different types of dogwoods, etc. Over here have some big blue stem. Here we have a redbud. Over here, some more big blue stem. Here's my poor tulip tree that got the top lopped off during the big storm last October. Some witch hazel, catalpa, more redbud, more witch hazel, another redbud, pickerel weed in the pond, another look at the poor tulip tree. So this is summer, so this is all yellow now, mostly coneflowers. There was a hummingbird here this morning. In the spring, this is all mostly white, filled with penstemon and fleabane. Here we have compass plant. And here we are underneath the pin oak tree. This is kind of a magic spot underneath here. I do need to get some things in here that will grow in complete shade. First New England aster of the season. And finally, we'll take a look at my enormous cottonwood poplar. So here we go, fall time in the meadow. Beginning as usual by walking under the 30 some odd foot wide wisteria. entering under the high bush cranberry. Here I put in many new native plants, all specifically for shade areas. You notice that now that it's fall, most of the meadow is in purple and gold. Purple for the New England asters and gold for the native grasses. A few more new native plants over here. And here. And here. Witch hazel tree is pretty this time of the year. And here are the witch hazel flowers. Not really flowers. I will be trimming the top of the tulip tree as soon as the leaves are gone. There's still a few of the yellow coneflowers left. Most of them now look like this. And the compass plant. All gone to seed now. The pin oak tree. And for our enormous eastern cottonwood, we have this. London's Amazing Tree Quest, first place for the biggest tree submitted. There you go. Okay, Mike's Meadow in the winter. We started as before, going underneath the 35-foot wide wisteria. And we can enter the meadow again here, underneath the high bush cranberry. And here we go. Here's that wonderful pin oak tree. All of the little pink flags represent new native plants that I put in the fall. You can really see the color in the red dogwoods now. Just about everything has dropped its seeds. On the witch hazel plants, you can see the little yellow flowers, not really flowers. I fixed up this corner with a bunch of new plantings. Pond is frozen over, well used by various wildlifes, including cats, rabbits, squirrels. This has its rugged beauty in the fall. Here's the remains of the compass plant. There's a story behind this Inuk shoot. I'll be replacing it next year with a larger one. And like we did before, let's end up with a look at my enormous cottonwood poplar.